Hello, everyone, and welcome to what has ended up being a very rushed start to this stream as they're already kicked off. You're not going to hear anything for at least a few seconds because they both decided to have Brandon Godden and Chris, whatever his name is, on the stream. But until then, what you will hear is you will hear myself as well as HBK. Say hi, my man.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, so we're going to come up here 3rd and 3 early on, trying to not go 3 and out are the Bengals. Possibly a little rusty after missing 2 advances in a full week of gameplay.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. They had a stranglehold on that. Well, then not stranglehold, but they had a nice little lead.
And they were undefeated, had that 1-game lead, and then ooh, nice catch there. I believe that was Tyler Boyd. Yeah, nice pitch and catch there. Okay, so I am going to switch over to Chris because Chris has his switched off, but for whatever reason, Instant has his on. Because he decided to say, fuck me. Jesus Christ.
Yep. So, I guess, what do you think? What do you expect in this game? And I don't know. The Bengals had a wide open tight end there.
Oh. To be fair, he was going for Tyler Boyd, and I believe he was open, if I'm not mistaken. But I just don't know what to make of this. I've been kind of out of the loop for the last couple of weeks, but I mean, Cleveland, obviously Cleveland is still Cleveland, don't get me wrong. Like, Instant is still Instant. They are who we thought they were. But at the same time, I don't know. Cleveland has looked a little bit lackluster at certain times. As Burrow hit as he throws, and he's just going to throw that one away. But meanwhile, on the other side, I mean, Cincy has looked fairly dominant, had a really close game against the Packers last time out that ended up, probably should have been a loss, but ended up being a win. I just don't know what to make of these two teams.
I mean, I could say they're obviously like two of the top contenders in the AFC.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Battle. As far as like who has the better shot moving forward, I think it really is a toss-up. So in that sense, yeah, I guess I don't really know what to make of it. I couldn't make a good prediction. Burrow's going to take a huge sack at 10.
Oh, well, you're a little ahead of me.
Right,
yeah, it just dropped back for me. His Billings does get in there for the sack. Number 99. Not sure if that is a healthy starter or another fill-in. I know that they've had a lot of turnover there on the inside lineman. Schwartz is just going to call for the fair catch at the 33. But now Cleveland coming out for their first drive of the game. And I'm not sure if this is just me, but I may have missed a play or two there. Did Cincinnati call a single run in that first 6 plays?
I don't recall. I recall a play action, but yeah, no, I think it was Burrow dropping back for each.
Yeah, and I mean, he got Mixon back there. You can't do that, especially like, see right here, if Baker had dropped back 6 times, we'd definitely be getting on to him because Nick Chubb's is right there. Nick Chubb runs for a nice 12-yard gain.
That is what I would expect. Obviously, the Browns do a great job rotating these two really great backs. He uses them perfectly. Kareem Hunt can be deadly out of the backfield in this passing game.
As in comes Hunt.
Yep, of course. I wonder if this is going to be a nice little out route to Hunt right here on the little forward verticals concept.
It will be an RPO fumble. The ball's on the ground and Hendrickson's got it. Took way too long for that play to develop, and whenever he finally tried to throw it, he gets hit as he throws, and that's a fumble.
Perhaps if Vince had taken my advice, we wouldn't have this turnover here. But that is a huge play, something the Bengals needed. Taking over inside the Browns' 40-yard line. Let's see what Joe Burrow.
Big number 98, that's DJ Reader coming out of the middle to get that strip sack. As now short field to work with, just 38 yards to go to get to pay dirt. And we will see a play action. Burrow has two guys. Is he going to throw it? He's going to throw it about 50 years late. And it's caught!
Wow.
Tyler Boyd! That was thrown about 20 years late. He has, I believe that's T. Higgins on the left side streaking open that he missed completely. Waits until he gets into double coverage on the post. And still Joe Burrow has the balls to say, you know what? Fuck it, dude. And just throws it up for a touchdown. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was what a turn of events there for the Bengals.
Yeah.
After a disappointing start to their first drive, they get a gift in the fumble and get a big touchdown there.
I mean, quick change, I guess. Caught those two defenders napping. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, it was just a great play by Tyler Boyd. What can you do?
It
Got a
was.
great receiving core here in Cincinnati. Great young receiving core for sure. 3 big-time weapons.
And whoever those two were back in the secondary, if Cleveland is not cutting them, they are 100% like taking a seat for a couple of plays. Like not Stefanski. Is it Stefanski or is Stefanski?
It is Stefanski.
Okay, Stefanski's like up in their face. It's not a fun time to be either of those DBs. As play action here by Mayfield. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Austin Hooper, great cutback. And foot race, but Trey Waynes will get it. I wasn't sure if he was going to get caught from behind, but yeah, couldn't tell if Trey Waynes was going to get caught from behind, but Awuzie was busy backing up and making sure that he didn't get some weird angle on him. As quick change, that'll bring you right around to the 25-yard line. So it's punch, counter punch here.
This is a huge possession here for the Browns. It'd be very disappointing if they only came in with a field goal here. So
as Nick Chubb on the stretch gets about 6 yards. Nice little run there. Oops.
No, you're fine.
No, that's my fault. I brought up my Discord trying to bring it up on my second screen, and I brought it up over the stream. So oops. So 2nd and 4, Mayfield to give to Hunt. I almost said Hub.
Oh, there you go.
Nick Chunt comes into the backfield.
They might as well just have one child of Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. Just get the best of both worlds.
Oh man.
Nice stop there by the Bengals, obviously, in a 2nd and short.
Yeah, old Hub did not rock out the show right there. As that's going to bring out 3rd and 3. So 3rd and 3 from the 18. Hate to get down into the red zone and settle for a field goal here.
Like I said.
Mayfield drops back. Pressure coming! Strip sack again! Strip sacked again, but they will fall on it.
I almost cursed him because before that snap, I almost said the only thing you would hate worse than a field goal in the red zone is a turnover in the red zone. And my, oh my, we are that close to a second Browns fumble. Lucky that offensive lineman was there to make a heads-up play. Save the Browns and got them on the board.
So one thing that users are going to have to get used to, and they haven't already, if you're calling contain, they have changed in the most recent update that if you drop more than 15 yards back, the defensive ends will immediately disengage whatever angle they are at with the tackles and come straight at you.
Yes, sir.
So right there, Mayfield drops back a little bit further than he should have. They're in contain, and he just breaks right on him and causes a strip sack. And right tackle lets him get disengaged. That's a big mistake on his part. Yes, this all does fall under the quarterback dropping too far back. However, right tackle makes up for it by falling on the football, and they still get 3. As that is Williams Jr. in the backfield. I'm not sure exactly who that is, but Puka Williams. Ah,
yep.
I forget. There's so many Williams in the league playing running back right now.
Yep.
You got Puka, Javante,
I'm gonna be
Damien. Like, there are so many Williams.
Darrell, yeah. There's Darrell, Damien, yeah. There's the only reason why I knew this was Puka was because Chris asked earlier in the season why he didn't have him when he did have him on his roster. So I don't know. That's the only reason why that stuck out in my head.
Also, although he did not get a pass thrown his way on the previous play, Thaddeus Moss came in to play that second tight end spot. Little tidbit as second down.
Coming through and
should have been intercepted, but it's going to be knocked down. Looked like he might have had Tyler Boyd streaking deep one-on-one, and I mean, hey, if he could go up against 2-on-1, throw it up against 1-on-1. Come on.
He did have that curl open. So Burrow is holding on to the ball a second too late on a lot of these throws, whereas he does have open guys. He's just hesitating a bit too much, and it's causing these tight windows, and they don't need to be there.
I'm not sure if it's hesitating or if it's a bit of lag, possibly. If it's lag, then hey, you need to like predict the throw and throw him open, because if you throw it a second early, what would normally be a second early is now right on time. So,
well, if he's lagging, I would just run the ball. I would not be throwing.
Ooh, big hit on T. Higgins there. Or, no, that's Uzma.
Yeah.
Okay. Or is it pronounced Uzama? Is it Uzma or Uzama? I do not know. Regardless, it's going to be a first down to him. It is Uzama? Okay.
Uzama. CJ Uzama.
CJ Uzama. He went to Auburn, so I never really bothered to learn his name. As Mixon going backwards that time. Probably should have been a play action that time. They read it beautifully. Linebacker in man coverage on him just comes through. Is 28 Taki?
No, Taki was linebacker, but the linebacker shot the gap. And it looks like the
I didn't know if the linebacker was number 28.
No.
Looks like one of the linebackers is. That shouldn't be Mac, to my knowledge.
Let's see, we got an interesting look on defense here.
And
my Joe Burrow! Why did he hesitate? Oh no! Burrow's missed. Oh no! I'm like watching him the whole way.
Yeah. Yeah.
T. Higgins streaking up the sideline for what probably would have been a touchdown.
Yeah. I mean,
if nothing else, a big play.
Higgins is definitely a go up and get it type of guy. He will do the exact same thing that Boyd did just a few plays earlier. As now you're set up 3rd and 12. Hit as he throws and it's incomplete.
Yeah. Said it feels to me he's just holding onto the ball a little bit too long. I'm not sure if this is rust kicking in, considering he hasn't played in a while. Did he play last week? I actually don't know. He did play the Jets actually. Okay, so he has played a game. But I don't know, he might be a little bit rusty on his reads right now.
Yeah.
And let's not forget his touchdown. He waited until he was in double coverage to throw it.
He waited not only until he was in double coverage, where he had to throw it on the baseline with the receiver just waiting there. Hand in pants. Just waiting there on the football. He just didn't care. As Chubb on the stretch will go out of one tackle and kind of get a little Madden help as he will get the first down. Really should have been maybe a 2-yard gain at best, but nice first down run. That's one of those scenarios where the old engine is much better than Frostbite. Because the old engine, as he's in the air, he gets hit. This new engine, he's in the middle of that animation. He can't be tackled. Nah. As enough of me complaining about Madden. Mayfield on the bootleg, pressure in his face, and he's gonna have to throw this away.
Was that a bootleg play? Nice. Yeah, I will. So I'm. So it's funny seeing since we do not have abilities, we don't get to see the full effect. But Acrobat on defense as a defender, just want to say, is completely overpowered, and that is something that Jesse Bates would have in there. So unfortunately, the Bengals are getting robbed of a a playmaker out there. But
yeah. So 2nd and 10, Mayfield drops back underneath the Chubb, incomplete. And I threw that one a little late both sides. But really, that was probably not late. It was just a duck, really. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Mayfield forgot the mustard in the refrigerator because that had nothing on it.
There may have been a little bit of scouting going on the part of the Bengals, knowing what was coming on that play. Very well defended.
For all you 18-plus people out there, he may have had a whiskey arm or something. I can't say the entire reason for why I say that and why that would be a thing as Hooper drops it. That's Tampa.
Pass.
Yeah, that's Tampa 2 as well. The safety comes down to play that.
So yeah, well,
they did upgrade a lot of zone coverages in the new update.
So I was a little bit upset because Chris was actually using the mid read. I wanted to see how he would react to this formation, but fortunately I get to see it. I'm gonna keep an eye out and see.
However, seeing the safety do that is very promising.
Yeah, that is nice. Very nice. You might not be just completely killed by the tight end over the middle every time.
Yeah.
It would be nice to be able to incorporate some Tampa too.
This will more than likely be the last play of the first quarter. Mixon, he's got a hole, and
he does.
Safety is there to stop him as a play that a certain Pestilence would have been very upset about because instant clicks off. But regardless, that will be Mixon going for a first down, and that will end the first quarter. 7-3 here. Cincinnati holds the lead.
I want to say that in this game, I think that an interesting little chess match that I think you're going to see is anytime one of these guys gets out in open space, the one-on-one matchups are going to be crucial there. The Browns actually made a very, very nice play in space because all Mixon can do is get around Delpit, and that is probably going for 6.
Yeah, if Delpit's not there, that is 100% housed. RPO, nothing there, so they will just hand it off. But hey, nice 5-yard gain on the handoff. I say nothing there. I mean nothing there on the pass. Man coverage, bubble screen, bad combination, so just hand it off. Good job by Burrow of seeing that beforehand. But one thing that I wanted to say beforehand, when in Tampa 2, I've seen a lot of times where, at least last year, if you did not user the mid-read, they would almost always run with the streaking tight end up the middle.
In Tampa 2?
In Tampa 2, yeah. I used to do that all the time RPO to Chase, or actually not an RPO, it was a play action screen. Might as well have been an RPO, but he just... Yeah. And he let that one get away from him bad. I think that had to do with him throwing it a little early because, the running back being right there will really mess with the game's read of the arm. Usually what that happens is that you just spike the ball into the ground. I don't normally see him just sail it. Maybe it was Jamar not getting out of his route fast enough and being ready for the football. As Burrow stepping up, throwing it deep for the tight end. Incomplete, should have been intercepted.
Twice over.
I'll give him the first one. Uzama was right there and made a good play on the football to almost catch that. And then, who is 43? Is that Carl Joseph?
43, I believe so.
Oh, big hit! A huge hit, and Schwartz will drop the football. So Cincinnati gets it back right off the rip.
Oh.
Who made that hit?
Was
that Allen?
I I can't
Whoever
see.
it was, get that guy a
Don't like the
helmet
angle
sticker.
here.
I do
Got
not
some
like that
awesome
angle
camp
at
angles.
all. I do not at all like that camera angle, but I love that hit. So starting out basically in the red zone, first down, Burrow going deep, one-on-one, incomplete, almost intercepted. Whew. Looking for Mixon. Mixon is not Boyd. Confirmed. That was running back on corner. I don't like that.
The Browns were ready for, well, the only reason why I ended up being on the corner is because Instant played it very well. Or like more shallow on the play because I think that's a touchdown if the corner was playing a little bit differently there.
Yeah. As Mixon runs it up the middle and might have gotten 2. And Hopkins down again. Their center had left earlier with like an upper arm bruise or something. Came back in and is immediately going back out. Looks like he's holding that left shoulder again. So, not a good look for an offensive line that, honestly, is pretty dog-ass right off the rip.
Yes.
And you got Jonah Williams and Jonah Williams. So 3rd and 8 on the 19. Plenty of time. He's got triangle. Takes a little long. Tries to just dump that off to Mixon, but it falls incomplete.
It's tough to watch. He's got 8 incompletions, and I feel like 7 of them are just him waiting too long to make the throws. I'm not sure if he's making the reads or if he's hesitating once he does.
Instant's gonna want that one back. Instant's gonna want that one back. He got the animation.
I think we're not allowed to. I don't think we're allowed to.
Oh, you are?
To kick blockers.
You are?
Oh, we are.
You are. This came up earlier in a different game. You are allowed to use the kick blockers. He got the block, and he doesn't go for it. I don't know if he didn't go for it out of respect or if he just completely whiffed it. He did, however, on Twitter, I just heard the Browns owner scream out, "Jesus Christ." So I think that was an oopsie. He was typing. He was typing on Twitter. He was typing in Discord and got it and missed it. Hey, just a little, that goes to show, hey, keep your damn phone out of your hands whenever the kick's going on. You might miss something.
That would have been a huge play.
That could have been 6 the other way. If nothing else, hey, it's still a 4-point game. Now it's a touchdown game.
This game has been very, very interesting to start.
Comedy of errors. Mostly by Cleveland. One thing you don't normally see, as speaking of Cleveland, a weird play by Mayfield. It was a play-action bootleg, and I hate to admit it, but, you know, they're going into contain. They're playing contain 100%. It's not going to work. It's just not. With them having fixed contain finally, and basically putting it back into the 20 and 21 era of contain. Those bootlegs and those 10 to 15 yard dropbacks, they're not going to work. You're going to have to stand in the pocket if they're going to play contain. So 2nd and 10, 5 wide. It's going to be a screen pass to Jarvis Landry. Landry, he's got the corner, just a couple guys to beat.
Wow.
Good job of cutting inside, but not able to fool the second man.
Impressive. These jailbreaks are very hit and miss. To get them set up properly, though, they can be deadly.
Yeah. Well,
I can never seem to get them to work.
Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of teams are playing man coverage against you.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, it's a comedy of it's atrocious trying to play that team right now.
Yeah, well.
A lot of dump offs.
Need to. Yeah. That Jaguars team need to take him to the chop house.
That's why. It's honestly why Trevor Lawrence has so many passes, so many dump offs.
Oh man.
So many dump offs.
Oh man. Get him those little finger gun plays, dude.
All right, yeah, we're gonna remove all talk of Urban
Second
Meyer.
and 5.
Forward.
Kareem Hunt takes a huge shot. But we'll get the first down. I believe that was like 10 or 15 yards before taking a shot from Von Bell. Looked like Von Bell was out there hitting Juju Smith-Schuster.
Perhaps Instant opening himself up to even more fumbles in this game. He's taking a lot of big hits.
He has. And this NC team, they can fly around to the football and just lay the smack down on you. And Nick Chubb up the middle. Chubb gonna hit him right back. 12 yards in a first. All right, real football talk here for a second. One thing that I did see on the Pat McAfee show: how long until we get a Cayman, Nebraska audible?
Oh,
you know it's coming. You know it's coming.
Most likely.
Play action. Mayfield drops back even more, fires into coverage and off the hands.
Oh man. I don't know what is happening with these quarterbacks today, but
man. These quarterbacks combined right now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're either 6 of 19 or 6 of 20. One of those two. I can't remember if Burrow has 11 or 12 attempts.
11 last I saw, I believe. Yeah,
last 11. I saw it was 11. I can't remember if that was on the second down play or the third down play, as Mayfield drops back right into the contain and takes a sack. He did the same thing that I've been saying. He's dropping back and dropping back and dropping back, and he's kind of just keeps on doing it, and then he kind of goes one way or the other, and it's drifting into the contain. It's not always dropping 15 yards back. It's sometimes he'll just take his like 2 to 3 step drop, make it a 5 step drop, and then shift a little bit to the left or the right. If they're not sending a blitz, you don't need to drift. You need to step up. Drifting is a great thing whenever they're blitzing and you know they're coming from one side, so you drift to the other side. But not great there. It's 3rd and 19. If Hunt could have gotten around the side.
He was trying. He was trying to get that angle.
On another end, edge rusher Hendrickson down hurt. He's been a big contributor on this defense. I believe he had 2, if not 3 sacks against Pittsburgh earlier in the year. Definitely not a guy you want to lose. But Cleveland will have to settle for their 3. Bring this back to a 4-point game, 10-6 now. Has shadows of the 2019 Super Bowl.
Gonna flag on the play here.
And an upper arm fracture for Hendrickson. Hendrickson is heading into the tunnel for x-rays. Not sure how long he's going to be out, but he definitely will not be back in this one. That's not a good sign.
No, not at all.
He's a big piece of this defense.
Looks like
Jeez, I was about to say, there looks like there's nothing there, but Higgins somehow got some separation there on the slant route.
Myles Garrett was wreaking havoc on the edge. Just couldn't quite get there in time, but he was busting up some of this protection for Burrow.
First down. Oh, the user coverage, I think, scared him. The user coverage scared him because that was press coverage, and Higgins got right off of the press coverage. He should have just trusted Burrow and thrown it in there, because the user coverage was a little bit too far away. Sometimes you're just a little too scared of the user. Sometimes you need to test it. Because you know what? There's a lot of times where some users will fall asleep. They'll think, they're not going to throw it this way.
Yep. I'm infamous for that. Not so much this year, but I'll tell you what, last year.
Burrow's about to have to just throw this away. Yep.
I would say last year, I was notorious for putting myself in such a perfect position that my brain would say there's no way they're going to throw it. And then they throw it at me, and it'd be complete because I wasn't prepared for them to actually.
Kingle had that. Kingle had that happen earlier this year. This exact year, it was a play that I forget who he was playing. I think he was playing Tyler. And it's like the third quarter. It's a close game, and he's in the back corner of the end zone, and he has this perfectly covered. And he's running away. He thinks he's about to throw this away. He looks away as Burrow will take a sack, steps right up into the sack, and Jonah Williams down hurt. We're seeing a lot of injuries on that offensive line, and that's the one player since he couldn't lose.
Yeah.
Jonah Williams is really
the big pieces now.
I mean, Hopkins fall off to whoever's second. I can't imagine that's too big. Jonah Williams is a huge loss. That is like a star left tackle that you are losing now.
Especially against this pass rush.
Yeah, I think he's matched up against Clowney on that side, and then Garrett's on the right tackle.
I wonder if the Browns will recognize possible mismatch. Maybe they'll send Myles Garrett over to that side a little bit and beat up on that backup. See what we can get out of that.
That's 1st and 10. Hunt's got a hole. And he's going to burrow forward for about, I thought they were going to give him 6. They're going to give him 5. But Jonah Williams, bruised shoulder is the call. They say he will be able to come back. I'm not sure if you risk it, though. I don't know if you send him out before he's 100%, because if you do, last time you did that, you got an upper arm fracture with your center.
It's absolutely a risk. It's depends on how much of a gambler you are, I guess.
2nd and 4. Yeah.
Oh, man. All right.
So.
These tight windows.
Yeah. That was just a good catch by OBJ. But right there, I would like to see you not on McKinney.
Yeah.
Like I said, those mid-reads on those cover 2s, those mid-reads will do a lot that you're not allowed to do with strafe rule. They will actually run with the player. That you can't. So you are taking an entire dimension, like you think you are taking the deep ball away with that by using it. You are not. You're doing the exact opposite. You're giving them the deep ball because now you have to strafe backwards and hey, OBJ's open. But 5-yard run there on 1st down, so 2nd and 5 as we near closer and closer to the 2-minute warning. Probably going to get one more. Well, we are definitely going to get one more play. Possibly 2, depending on when this is snapped. Actually, he doesn't need to snap this. He's can just run this down to the 2-minute.
Browns do get the ball back after halftime. It would be prudent to try and take as much time off as they can and hopefully get 2 possessions back to back.
And they will let it run down, so 10-6. Your score here at the 2-minute warning. Cleveland driving, ball in the 43, 2nd and 5. Ooh, the first one here. I didn't know that Cincy's first home field advantage was iced out. That's yikes. So Mayfield on 2nd down drops back. Screen pass. Nothing. Oof. Actually, they're going to give him 2. I thought he was already at the... Or no, he's going to take away 2.
Lose 2, yeah.
And Cincinnati smartly going to call a timeout. So they're going to trust that they can make this stop on 3rd and 7. And try and get the ball back and maybe do something with it. Also, someone on Twitter asking, is your name Brian? No. It is Andrew. That's on just about all of my social medias. But
Brian. Oh,
3rd and 7, drops back. Bad pass, and it's intercepted! That's Luke Wilson! Luke Wilson is going to pick this off, and they're going to get incredible field position off of that.
I can tell you right now, I don't normally see this many mistakes from these 2 teams, but just, I don't know. That's a really, really bad decision. Throwing into basically triple coverage there. Easy pick right to the user.
So now 1st and 10 with 1:42, ball on the 37. You have 2 timeouts. Burrow drops back. Going to throw that quickly to Jamar Chase, and Chase Are they going to mark him out?
Yeah.
They do mark him out of bounds. I wasn't sure if they were going to say that knee came down first or not. As little IRL talk, because this is a video game. It doesn't really look like that. But man, did that look like his knee should have been like snapped the way that he came down.
Yeah, you always get a couple of those. Always crack me up.
Yeah.
I had one earlier this year. I almost killed a Dalvin Cook, I think, in another league. It was the most hilarious that I've ever seen.
So first down run, Mixon, close to a first down, might be 9. Yep. They give him 9, but yeah, it's not as bad as the old, what's it called, engine. Like I always harp on the new engine. I always harp on Frostbite, but the old engine, while a lot of it was great, and I think it made for a lot better gameplay, when you would get up, you'd have those guys just falling over them and their legs like behind their head, and like that would look completely stupid and take me out of it. But I can deal with that if I'm gonna have better gameplay. He doesn't throw it to T. Higgins. He throws an interception to Ward instead. He had T. Higgins. T. Higgins had a step. T. Higgins had a step. What is he doing? This is an atrocious. Someone tackle these QBs. Please. Sack the QB because they're making very stupid decisions.
Burrow and Baker may have been out partying before the game today, sharing stories or something, because they are both looking identically bad right now.
And Mayfield drops this off to Hooper. Hooper, high, low. Yikes. That looked like the shot Burrow took IRL against the Packers earlier this week, actually, as Mayfield underneath the Hunt and bounces off of one, but will be short of the first down marker. So Cleveland will take the timeout.
It looks as though Mayfield is kind of a little bit gun shy at this point.
Yeah.
He's saying, "Let me take everything I can get underneath right now. Let's settle back down and hopefully get his composure, get his arm back, and hopefully get his mind right, because right now he's got to be a little bit rattled considering this bad start. But they got an opportunity here to put some points in before we're halftime, which would be huge."
As
There's Hunt once
Mayfield.
again.
Yeah. If that. Oh wow. Somehow, some way. I'm not sure who 21 is, but 21 took about as bad of an angle as you could possibly take, and then we'll give him past the 50 instead of tackling him inbounds.
On this play, you can see Mayfield wasn't even looking downfield. He was just waiting for Kareem Hunt to get open underneath.
Yeah.
I don't even think he had any consideration to go anywhere else.
He just wants to kick this field goal. I think he has given up on the touchdown. We're just going to kick our field goals, and we're going to trust our defense because Joey Burrow doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Joey Burrow's too busy smoking his cigar. Oh, I was about to say he's got the tight end.
Caught dead to rights in a cover 3.
And 3 buzz, safety comes down really early, and the second that safety makes that 2 steps forward, you know you've got the tight end over the top.
And Mayfield read it pre-snap. He knew exactly where he was going to need to go with that ball, so that was
Mayfield,
actually a really nice read.
Ooh, threw that a little early. Had the comeback route. If he had a second longer, which he did not, he had someone screaming in at him. I think it was DJ Reader, right in his face as he was throwing that. It had to come out right then and there. So it was either you throw your check down or you maybe hope that OBJ can come out of his route soon enough and be there for the ball. He wasn't. He's in the middle of turning around whenever the ball is whizzing past his face. Thankfully, the DB has not read that he has turned around and was looking for the ball, so he is not looking for the ball. As dump off to Hunt, and arm tackle will keep him inbounds.
Huge tackle.
And they'll call the timeout. 3rd and 6. And they're not going to send the kick.
In this situation,
I would have.
I
like the timeout. I would have personally let the clock run, take your timeout, and kick your field goal to end the half. This has been the sloppiest of sloppy whenever it comes to halves. Just send it into halftime.
This is true. You can play conservative. However, my mindset is you got 17 seconds left. You can still have the opportunity, even if you're tackled in bounds. You should be able to have a chance to get to the line to spike it and have a couple seconds left, I think it's worth taking a shot.
Yes, but if you get
just do not turn it over.
If you get sacked or tackled inbounds, you're gonna have to get up and spike it because otherwise, oh my God, he's got a man! He's got a man! It's Jarvis Landry and he's in.
And that was a really, really nice.
That same play just burned him 3 plays earlier. Actually, 2 plays earlier. He called buzz match, and it just burned him. Why would the defensive coordinator look at that and say, you know what, I want to call buzz match?
Yep, and Baker read it perfectly. So that is a huge turn of fortune once again. This has been a real seesaw battle back and forth. Nice little move.
Yeah, Thaddeus Moss going to pick that up, get it to the 33. So you got 1 timeout in 9 seconds. Hey, maybe you can get another, like, 10 yards and then throw a heave to the end zone. Maybe.
It's very possible. Or
9 seconds, I mean, hey.
10-yard out. Quick 10-yard out. Quick pass over the middle, the field goal range, timeout. It's possible.
Maybe you get, like, a 6-second pass over the middle, get it into field goal range. But remember, they are iced. So probably not going to look at a field goal. But
it doesn't look like that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, they're just going to run it, and they're going to run it for no gain. Because I don't know Ogunjobi that stopped that, or is Ogunjobi not a Brown anymore?
Ogunjobi is in Cincinnati, actually.
Oh, that's right. Ogunjobi's playing the opposite side of DJ Reader. So we're going to go into half 13-10. And we're about to see Cleveland get the ball. If you will take over for a second, I need to run to the bathroom.
Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely been an interesting half so far. It has been a really good game. A little bit sloppy though. That's all. Yeah. So right now we're gonna have the Bengals kicking off here. The Browns getting the ball up 13-10. The craziest way to get there, but hey, all that matters is the end result. Browns have the lead and a chance to take a stranglehold on this game. So obviously, until that first half, both teams kind of gave up, but I really, really do believe, basically from what I've seen, Joe Burrow has kind of been hesitant in the pocket, a little bit slow on his reads, and he's missed some big play opportunities that I think, if he were to watch this game back, he's probably going to realize he left some points on the board, and the Browns are now in a position where they can take full advantage of that. Baker comes out in an I formation set. He will hand off to Nick Chubb, who is going to go ahead and take it for, looks like 8 yards here. We'll bring up 2nd and 3. So a 7-yard run by Nick Chubb to get things started off here. Yeah, I would say that the Browns definitely, at least the last 2 minutes, that last drive, they definitely found their stride. A lot of underneath, and then once down the field opened up, he took full advantage of it. Wasn't thrown into tight coverage, throwing underneath, loosening up the coverage, and he was able to make make the Bengals pay for some interesting defensive calls there at the end. Now there is a 1st down run there for Kareem Hunt out to the 38. That'll give them a 1st down. And now I think that we're really just going to settle in. Now that the Browns have the lead, I think they're going to really, really lean in on this lead and ride the backs of these 2 workhorses. And obviously they are coming out in another I formation set. They're coming out heavy. Looks like making some defensive adjustments here.
Nice run there on 1st down, 6 Yeah, 6 yards. As I just now come back. Also on my second screen, I have another game that's going on right now. I'm not showing it on stream right now, but I will be giving updates. It is from the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans, sorry. But they are just underway in a very rainy Hard Rock Stadium.
Rain playing a huge deal this year.
Once again with the play action bootleg against Contain, it's not working. It's not going to work. You're going to run dead into a free rusher every single time. Every time he's called a bootleg, he has run straight into contain and either had to throw it away or throw an interception. Like, this is something that I don't expect from Instant. This is something that Austin is so much better at, normally.
Yeah, he'd be able to, that he would normally adjust to, yes, for sure.
You'd think that after running it about 5 times and have the same thing happen 5 times, hey, maybe I should do something different. As Mayfield with a very ugly pass, but it will find Jarvis Landry for the first. I don't know what happened with that. It looked like he just... Can you shank a throw? Is that a thing?
In this game, I think it is very possible, yes. You got one-on-one coverage on the outside on OBJ.
Now, one-on-one, it looks like there's no safety help.
Now it looks like the Bengals are begging him to test the deep, but he's not going to do it.
Well, and you have Von Bell on that side. It's not even Jesse Bates playing safety coverage over the top. It's Von Bell playing safety coverage on that side. You'd think that that would be, like, perfect opportunity. Let's go at it.
I think the Browns are they're sticking to their game plan. They're not going to deviate. They're not going to go for that that quick hit there that can really give you a little adrenaline boost.
We have seen them try and go for that and get burned on it about 6 times today.
Yes.
So, I guess I understand where they're coming from. It's 2nd and 4, and yeah, not a great
nice play by them. Nice play by DJ Reader. Once again, I called his name a couple times in this game. A really, really nice play. Yeah. Hunt trying to bounce the stretch play right back inside, but Reader does a good job getting off his man. That'll bring up 3rd and 3, another 3rd and short here for the Browns.
Yeah, old Hub got nada.
Hub got nothing.
So, third and 3. Mayfield has him split out kind of wide. Throws underneath, looking for Donovan Peoples-Jones. He will find him. I thought he had a guy up the seam instead. I think that was Jarvis Landry, but hey, it's a first down. It's better than you've been doing for most of this game. I'll take it. Yep. And first down run for Chubb. Chubb does a great job of cutting that back, and this is going to sound wrong, but just because I've been saying Hub all day, Nick Chunt with a nice cutback run.
Different amalgamations, yes.
I understand what that sounds like, YouTube. That is not what I said. There was a ch in there. I did not say see you next Tuesday. So 2nd and inches, run for Kareem Hunt, not able to get anything. I thought maybe he got the inch that he needed, but I think that...
it did look like it, but obviously Cincinnati defense playing stout.
I think they said that his knee was down a little early. As scoring update in Miami, we got a field goal kicked. So Houston down 3-0 after about 3 minutes. Well, actually 2 and some change has gone through the first quarter there. So 3rd and inches going to come out heavy again. This time it's not going to be Kareem Hunt. It's going to be Nick Chubb in the backfield. And it will go to Chubb. Chubb has a hole, has to jump over a few guys to get there, but he will get the first down. Looked like they were trying to build a wall, and the wall came toppling down.
Obviously, this is exactly the Browns have settled into their comfort zone, playing consistent, trying to get those 4-yard plays every play and just move down the field methodically. And if they can cap this off with a touchdown, that will be a huge blow to the Bengals. It's a 2-score game right now with the way the Browns are just chewing away this clock. It's not ideal, not something that you want to see.
Yeah, 7-yard run there by 7-yard run there by Chubb, and that's I mean, that's just good football right there. You see, I do want to point out, though, the amount of times that he has been burned by the same covers that you just called. He's been burned twice on Buzz Match. So he calls Buzz Match. Eventually, you got to learn, right? Eventually, you got to learn. Like, that's what I've been saying about Baker Mayfield in this offense. They got to learn at some point. At some point, they got to learn, hey, stop dropping back so far. Stop taking so long. Stop trying to go for the home run. And that's what they've done this drive. They finally came out and decided to do it. And they're looking good. Hey, first and goal from the 4.
Yeah, it really feels like that score before.
Play action. Finally, they're going to get the bootleg there. And it's going to be the fullback, Janovich, and he's going to get in.
Yeah, this is the thing when you play the Browns. It's you never quite know. It took them a little bit to get into rhythm, but once they've kind of got you, once they have the defense reacting to them, that's where they are. Game when this game started, the Browns are coming out, dropping Baker Mayfield out, getting him out on the edge, throwing right into contain, making bad passes. That's the way. That's where the Browns are vulnerable. But when the Browns are able to get out ahead and are having the defense actually react to what they are doing on offense, that's when they start throwing in those bootlegs out of nowhere when it's least expected, and it'll just eat you alive.
And speaking of Ogunjobi, muscle cramps for him, and he's going to have to take some time. So, now, momentum entirely in Cleveland's court. Really need Cincinnati to come out here and have a scoring drive. Since they went up, was it 10-6 or 10-3 that they went up that originally? I think it was 10-3 that they originally went up when they scored 10.
The Bengals, they were up. It was 10-3, yes.
Yeah. So since it's been 10-3, I mean, hey, 17 unanswered. 17 unanswered,
but the Bengals did have they made some defensive stops, and then
they did, but they also yeah.
Now the problem is that the Browns are rolling on offense and got their game plan moving to. They got the game in their control, and it's much harder now that they're in their comfort zone.
It's even harder there. It's even harder there. Once again, the read is there. The read is there. The underneath is there. If you take the drag is there. It's a good play to take the drag. You cannot take the drag once he hits about the right guard. It's too late. You've waited too long. You've got to hit him. Right guard is normally too late. You can sometimes get away with the right tackle. But rule of thumb, unless he's like center level or behind, you don't throw it. Right there, not only does he not throw it by the time he's past the guard, like he's out there at the numbers basically whenever he's throwing this football. A terrible, terrible decision, and it ends up being 6 the other way. And now, here you are standing here. You got 24 unanswered. Put on your head.
Ugh. That's unfortunate.
First down. Tight coverage. Burrow sacked. That's just a coverage sack right there. There was nobody there. He kind of trusted that he was going to have the user not covered or the user not where he was. He most definitely was there. So 13 yards backwards, and now 2nd and 23 as Burrow drops back to pass. Oh my goodness, he had him.
Yeah.
He had him, but I mean that's where one of those.
Sometimes it just happens.
Well, sometimes it just happens, but also like a lot of it is the momentum. If momentum's not with you, if your quarterback hasn't been playing great, he's going to miss throws like that. If that's a wide open throw that he should hit, but you've been playing so badly as a quarterback up until now that you just don't have the confidence to hit it. And now on 3rd down, they're just going to run it. And, I mean, decent piece of running, gets 8 yards, but hey, you needed 23 of those. And you're going to have to punt it away. I think you got to punt it back to this red-hot Cleveland offense. With all the upside in their court, like
it's the snowball.
You need a fumble or something, and Schwartz will not give the risk of a fumble. He will call for a fair catch. Said, hey, I don't want to get punched in the mouth like I did about 20 minutes earlier. Can we start calling for fair catches now?
Yeah, honestly, Chris is the best bet here for the Bengals is probably to play very, very hard underneath. If the Browns really want to take chances down the field,
Play
let
underneath,
them.
play
At this point,
contain.
you need to kind of sell it. Yeah.
Contain and play underneath, and stop playing on the mid-read. You are giving up the
Yeah.
deep ball by doing that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Also, in contain,
There
you
it is.
will keep the edge on run plays a lot better than you normally would.
Yeah.
At least you would in previous years. I don't know if this year is different. But I know that in previous years, if you play contain, you set a much better edge against the run. So 2nd and 2 as time is winding down. Probably got one more play left in this third quarter. And that's going to be a run to Chubb, who will get across the 50 to the 45. And that will put him over 100 yards and take us to the fourth quarter. 17-point game here in Cincinnati, and the Bengals need to do something, because this game has gotten completely away from them.
Well, down 17. You got your opposing team driving on your side of the field. I don't know. The outlook's not looking great. The Bengals need a big game-changing play here, quick, fast, in a hurry.
I'm going to have to look away from this for a second. Okay.
Oh.
I guess he called a wrong play or something. I don't know, but with the way that he was moving his camera and everything, something had to be up.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all I'm going to say. So, 1st and 5 after the encroachment. Mayfield dumps it off to Bryant. Not sure who that tight end is. Who is Bryant? H. Bryant. I don't know who the H that is, but whoever it is, he's getting some playing time now, and what has essentially turned into garbage time from the looks of it.
Yeah.
Nice pitch and catch. And it was like Chris Bryant has come off a third base and is now playing tight end for Cleveland.
I'm sorry. What was that? Hello?
Oh, you didn't hear me?
I don't know.
I made bad joke. That's what I did.
Oh, made a bad joke. Okay, I was like, oh no, I'm probably missing something important.
Nah. I was making fun of the fact that for whatever reason, the only Bryant that came to mind was Chris Bryant, third baseman for the Chicago Cubs.
Chris Bryant. Oh,
I have never
seen everything about that Chicago Cubs team. Fuck that team.
I don't know who H. Bryant is, but so now 3rd and 8, and they're going to spread the field 5 wide. Kind of surprised. I guess they want to test them. I guess they're kind of getting a little cocky, maybe. I'm not a huge fan of that, because 3rd and 8, I would much rather see you, like, you're in this position, you've got the momentum in your favor. Like, just... Okay, they will run a screen pass, and it will work, so I'm fine with it. I thought they were going to run a risky deep ball. Instead, it's just going to be this. Yeah, I was like, hey, just come out, run the football, and worst case scenario, you kick the field goal and you keep momentum in your favor, rather than putting it in the air, essentially. But hey, that's an extension of the run game. Screen pass, they weren't ready for it. I haven't really seen Cincinnati go man coverage all that much. As Chubb close to the end zone. No.
It's probably a good thing. I mean, there's just mismatches all over the field if you're going to go man-to-man. It needs to be pretty in pretty key situations. Unfortunately, I haven't found those
I would say that you take the risk at least at some point. Because
for sure. Well, you got to remember they did. There was that play earlier where we said that they were begging him to throw to OBJ on the outside because he was in like
that is true.
About the safety up. I think it happened a couple times. I just I wouldn't make a habit of it against this team.
Yeah. As there's Kareem Hunt up the middle, and this lead is going to get even wider. This was pretty close for about 2.5 quarters, and then Cincinnati came out of the third quarter. The defense did not come out. I don't know if the defense had like too much peanut butter on their sandwiches or what happened in that locker room, but like they were not ready whenever they came back. As Puka, good return by Puka. Slight upside on what has been a disastrous second half. But yeah, I think the offense has only gotten 2 tries. They threw 1 pick six and then a 3 and out. I mean, barring a complete collapse, it's a 3-possession game, technically. As he will hit Tyler Boyd. Hey, there's finally a good pass and a little bit of upside, followed by a lot of down, as Drew Sample is going to be down hurt. I believe the injury is frozen in time. Don't know if they're going to be able to get him thawed out and ready to play some more football. Now 1st and 10 pistol set here. Thaddeus Moss in the backfield with Puka Williams and Joe Burrow. And they will give it to Puka Williams, and Puka will get nothing. Wasn't sure if he got anything or not. So, update from Miami. After 1, it's 6-0. Miami leads. Second and 10 here. 6:45 left in this game. Burrow, he's got guys open all over the field. He's finally going to throw the football. Once again, 40 years too late, looking for Chase, and he's going to fall incomplete. Actually threw him out of bounds, as Drew Sample will apparently have a concussion. He's going to be out with concussion protocol, as I don't know what exactly happened to HBK, but we have lost him because I haven't heard from him. He's still in this channel, but he has not said anything in a hot minute. His mic's not muted, so I could not rule that out. First down, Burrow, overthrow, as we finally see HBK come back. I think HBK might have fallen asleep after.
No. It's obviously it's been a big day. It's been a big news day in the world of Madden. And I am in two separate league offices, so like there's a lot of things that keep popping up. So I'm like, I got a little distracted there, and this game has gotten a little bit out of control. So.
That's fair. That's fair. So, with that being said, not going to call a fair catch. Kind of surprising, but 21 elects not to go in there and try and knock his head off. With him spinning, that was a perfect opportunity to just take his head off and possibly knock the ball out. But with that being said, I do want to bring up something from y'all. I know that y'all have at least brought this up and entertained it. Is there anything, any definitive answer on if a scouting restart is going to be coming?
No definitive. The first thing there is no definitive. There's no consensus. There's not been a decision. We are discussing all options. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. I do need that the test league that we brought up today. It's pretty simple. We just need to fill up a league with 32 users. So we're trying to test out and see what happens if users are kicked rather than retiring from the league, because obviously we had that annoying glitch pop up with people retiring. So we're trying to see if we're able to control people and keep them from retiring if we can avoid the glitch altogether, because that would be a contributing factor to the decision on what we decide to do.
You're right there. But okay, contain does good against the edge, because very good play by the edge defender there to stop the toss play off of contain. But with that being said, I do want to bring up one other thing. One of the things that was floated was also the idea of an owner league, because owner leagues don't have this problem at all right now.
Yeah.
It's only coach leagues. So one of the reasons that y'all don't want to go to an owner league was, hey, we don't get the scenarios.
Correct.
Well, you already have the option to hey, you know what? You see this scenario where you're going to have a player retiring, just don't do it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we already don't want scenarios from the looks of it, for the most part, because we don't want the retiring scenarios and everything that comes along with scenarios. So why not just go ahead and make it an owner league and say, screw the scenarios, we have this engine that's going to do it anyway and do better stuff that we prefer, and we won't have the randomness of it all, even though that's exactly what people wanted. They wanted people to, like, randomly have a chance to retire, because, you know, you see that in the league, a la Andrew Luck.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Again, it's obviously it's been a scenario that's talked about. I can't even say that there's like one way or another that we're reading. There's pros and cons to anything that we decide to do, right? So
That's true.
so obviously, like we're trying to work out, and this will be a relatively quick decision. I mean, the one thing I can say definitively is that this league will play out.
Yeah, we're going to play out this season. I already figured
no
out that
matter
we're going to
what.
play out this season.
Yeah. So other than that, there's no other definitive answers, but we are trying to work timely to come to come to a decision for how we're going to proceed. So,
oh, hey, we're finally going to have a touchdown on the Cincinnati offense
There you
side. Mixon for the first touchdown since the incredible Tyler Boyd catch. Kind of a broken play, but hey, they're going to put points on the board, and they're going to go for 2 because I think that's the only way that they can even have the outsidest of outside of a chance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But for the most part, I mean, this game, yeah, they're not even going to get it. But yeah, for the most part, this game is over. So, and update from Houston, Miami. Houston scores a touchdown, and then the kicker absolutely just shanks the extra point. I think they had a strip sack on. Yeah, they did have a strip sack on Watson. That was picked up in the end zone, and then they shank the extra point. So it's tied up 6-6 with 6:44 left in the second. And he didn't miss it by much. It's not like he purposefully missed that. He missed it about a hair to the left of the sweet spot, and it pulled hard. I mean hard left. Because, you know, you missed that sweet spot by not a whole lot. You think, hey, like, I'm aiming dead center. Shouldn't miss by that much, but it curved to the left. Little Cincinnati kicking there. It's my IRL talk, but
or Indianapolis kicking, Jesus.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, I mean, Hot Rod's got a fucked up hip.
Yeah.
So I can't really blame him too much.
I don't blame him. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah. Like, you got a fucked up hip, you don't play for the kick.
Yeah.
You should know, like, hey, unless it's a chip shot, we don't really trust it.
Yeah, I mean, in that situation, I don't think they had much of a choice, but
they didn't. But
I don't know. Wish the punter could have done it. That was unfortunate, man. Tell you what, the Ravens sure got everything to go right for them in that fourth quarter and overtime.
It did.
Everything down
Everyone
to winning that coin toss in overtime.
Yeah, everyone always says, like, hey, look at Madden really messed this one up. Man, whenever Madden wants you to lose, they want you to lose. Hey, apparently whenever the NFL wants you to lose, you fucking lose. Doesn't matter if you want to or not.
True.
Like, that was a game that, like, if you were playing that in Madden and that shit happened, you would be cussing out EA. You'd say that this is the most unrealistic shit that's ever happened. And you turn around Sunday or Monday, and that happens. Like,
it definitely does happen, you know. And it's like you kind of once the game's over though, all the nuance of what happened prior kind of goes out the window. So
yeah,
it's kind of like, you know, we don't talk about that. It's just kind of like, oh, like Lamar had a great game, Ravens had a great game, and they won, right? They had a great comeback, but
I feel bad for
ignore everything else in between.
I feel bad for any bettors that went to bed having bet on Indy. Yeah. Unless they bet on them to cover.
What was
the fuck is this game?
What is this?
What is this? So a huge fumble turns into an even huger fumble. A comedy of errors again.
Oh my
Jesus. I'm pretty sure the spread was 7 and a hook.
Okay then. Okay,
it was either 7 or 7 and a hook. So regardless, they covered. Regardless of the fact Indy covers the spread, you go into OT at 7, you cover, and no matter what, because you can only win by 6.
Yep.
But
even after everything that happened in the fourth quarter leading up, had anyone won the coin toss, it all may have been for nothing, which is the funniest thing, the funniest part to me, because Carson Wentz made the throws that he needed to there at the end with like very little time left. He got him in position, which should have been a pretty easy field goal, but unfortunate that his kicker just happens to have a bad hip. It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a nice little pass.
It was. Now onto some not nice little passing. Watson. So apparently, Shadow has taken over the controller in Miami again, because pick 6 to King, and Houston's up 13-6. I am obviously messing with Shadow. That is not what happened. He's not even in the fucking same building as. Oh, it's not Madrid. Who is it that took over Miami? Madrid's in Detroit.
Major.
But yeah, Major with a very Shadow-esque throw. Throws a pick 6, nobody there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was literally like... I know some people will say like, oh, come on, you're giving him a hard time. Like, no, it was literally something that he would have done. Like, it was an out route dead into coverage that was open about 5 seconds earlier. Actually, was never open in the first place. It just kind of looked like he was open because there was no one in front of him at the time, but there was someone just to the left of him, right in front of him. And it's just one of those lapse in judgment type of plays. But that is going to go ahead and do it for us here from the broadcast, at least. Should have advance coming within probably about the next hour, hour and a half-ish, depending on when these games wrap up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give us a like. And hopefully we will see you back next advance, which should be, like I said, in the next hour or two. Whenever it comes exactly, but until then, we'll catch y'all later.
All right, have a good one.